It was Friday night. Tom and Lily sat at a small table near the window. The lights were soft. The food was warm, but the air between them felt cold. Lily looked at Tom. She smiled, but it was a small smile. "Tom," she said, "can we talk about the wedding?" Tom cut his steak. He didn't look up. "Sure," he said, "but I should ask my mum first." Lily froze. Her heart dropped. "Again?" She put down her fork. "Tom," she said slowly, "why do you need to ask her? This is our life." Tom looked confused. "My mum just wants the best for us," he said. "She's smart. She gives good advice." Lily took a deep breath. She tried to stay calm. "But you never make a choice alone," she said. "You ask her about everything." Tom laughed a little. "That's not true." "It is," Lily said, her voice louder now. "What to eat, where we go, even the color of my birthday dress, you asked her." Tom raised his hands. "She wants to help, that's all." Lily shook her head. "It doesn't feel like help," she said. "It feels like I'm dating you and your mum." The table was quiet. Only the soft music played. "I'm with you, Tom, not your mother," she said. Tom looked down. He played with his fork. Lily's voice dropped. "I love you, but I need a partner, not a boy with a boss." He looked up. His face was red. He didn't know what to say. "I just don't want to hurt her," he whispered. "And I don't want to lose myself," Lily said. They sat in silence. The food got cold. The night turned quiet. Lily sat on her bed. She looked at her phone. There was no message from Tom. She sighed. Her heart was heavy. Her mind was full of old memories. She remembered the first time she noticed it. They were in a coffee shop. Tom wanted to try a new drink. He picked up his phone and said, "Let me ask my mum what's good." Lily had laughed then. It was cute, but not anymore. Then she remembered her birthday. Tom gave her a red sweater. She didn't like red, but she smiled and said thank you. Later, Tom said, "Mum helped me choose it. She said red looks strong on girls." Lily looked in the mirror that day. She didn't feel strong. She felt small. Every time they planned something, Tom would say, "I'll check with my mum." Lily thought, "Do I have a place in his heart? Or is it already full?" She picked up a photo from her desk. It was her and Tom at the beach. She looked happy in the photo. But now she didn't feel that way. She whispered, "I miss the version of us where you made choices for us, not for her." Lily's best friend Anna called. "How are you?" Anna asked. "I don't know," Lily said. "I love him, but I feel like a second voice in his life." "You should be the first," Anna said. "You are the woman he wants to marry." Lily was quiet. Then she said, "Sometimes I think he doesn't really see me. He just wants someone his mum will like." Anna didn't reply for a second. Then she said softly, "If you marry him now, you won't just be his wife. You'll be the third wheel in your own marriage." Lily's eyes filled with tears. Tom called Lily the next day. "I have a surprise," he said. "Can we meet tonight?" Lily paused, then said, "Okay." They met at the same place where they had their first date. Tom looked nervous but excited. He held a small box in his hand. Lily's heart beat fast. She knew what it was. Tom opened the box. Inside was a shiny ring. Big, bright, not her style. "I talked to my mum," Tom said. "She helped me choose this. Isn't it beautiful?" Lily's smile faded. She looked at the ring, but her heart felt heavy. "It's nice," she said, but her voice was soft. Tom didn't notice. He smiled. "Let's get engaged, Lily. Let's plan the wedding." Lily didn't answer right away. She looked at the ring again. Too shiny, too loud, too her mum's choice. "Tom," she said, "did you pick this for me? Or did she?" Tom blinked. He laughed. "Well, she knows what girls like." Lily looked into his eyes. "Do you know what I like?" Tom's smile faded. What do you mean? Lily stood up. People at the next table turned to look. She didn't care. I don't want a ring from your mother, she said. I want a ring from you. But Lily, I love you, Tom said. Then show me that love, she said. Make your own choices, not hers. Tom's voice dropped. She only wants the best for me. Lily took a deep breath. So do I, she said, but I don't want to lose myself in this. Tom looked lost. He closed the ring box. He stood still. Lily turned to leave. She looked back once, then said quietly, If I say yes to this ring, I will say no to myself. Tom sat alone in his car. The ring box was still in his hand. Closed. Quiet. He didn't call his mom. Not this time. The night was dark. The streetlights blinked softly. Tom looked out the window. His heart felt heavy. He thought about Lily's words. If I say yes to this ring, I will say no to myself. Those words stayed in his head. Again and again. He remembered the way she looked at him. Not angry. Just tired. Tired of being last. He closed his eyes. Do I really love her? He asked himself. Yes, he thought, I do. But maybe I never showed her right. He took a deep breath. Then, for the first time, he didn't ask anyone. He just drove to Lily's place. Lily opened the door. She looked surprised. She wore no makeup. Her eyes looked tired. Tom said nothing at first. Then he looked at her and said, I want to talk. Without her, without anyone. Lily nodded slowly. They sat on the couch. Tom held the ring box, but he didn't open it. I was wrong, he said. I thought love means keeping everyone happy. Lily listened. I love my mom, he said. She raised me. She cares for me, but... He looked down, then looked back up. But I also love you. And if I want a life with you, I need to stand by you, not behind her. Lily didn't speak, but her eyes were soft now. Tom said, I want to be the man you love. Not just the son she made. Lily touched his hand. It was cold, but it was steady. You have no idea how much that means to me, she whispered. Tom smiled a little. I'm still learning, but I want to try. 1 week passed. Lily didn't hear from Tom. She told herself not to wait. But her heart still did. She went to work. She smiled with friends. But her heart felt like a door, half open, half afraid. On Sunday morning there was a knock at her door. She opened it. It was Tom. He held nothing in his hands, no flowers, no ring, just him. His eyes looked different, a little tired, but strong. Can I come in? He asked. Lily nodded. They sat on the couch. Again. But the silence felt different. Tom spoke first. I saw my mum, he said. She was surprised. I told her I need to choose my own path. She didn't like it, not at first, but she listened. Lily looked at him. Really? Tom nodded. She asked me, Are you sure? And I said, Yes, because this time I'm not just a son. I'm a man who loves someone. Lily didn't speak. Her throat felt tight. Then Tom took something from his pocket. A ring. But not the old one. It was simple. A thin gold band. No big diamond. Just quiet love. I picked this, he said. No one helped me. Not even Google. Lily laughed, then cried. Tom held the ring out. His voice was calm. This is not about a wedding, he said. This is about us. Will you build a life with me? A life we choose together? Lily looked at him. Not the boy who always asked his mom, but a man who finally listened to his heart. She nodded. Yes, she said. 1,000 times, yes.